Hi, welcome to Making a Better Me, day 204 update. Today was a Monday, and I guess as normal a day as we have these days. Nothing too exciting at work, pretty normal day. And you can probably hear Blur barking in the background up there. He's upset because Tamara's doing some work with, I think, the other dogs, getting nails clipped and giving them some food, and he feels like he's being left out, so he's barking a bit. So if you can hear him, I'm really sorry. Anyways, so after work today, we made some pizzas at home, our homemade pizzas. We've talked about that before, our homemade pizzas, and they turned out great as always. So yeah, maybe someday we'll have to do a video on how we make our pizzas, and you can see and try making them yourself. Maybe, who knows, maybe that would be a fun video. Would you like to see that? If you would, let me know, leave a comment below, and we'll tell you how we make our pizzas. So anyways, after that, Tamara and I headed up to Stay and Play, where we taught our agility class. We only had a couple of students tonight. Our numbers are down a little bit over the summer because people taking vacations and different things like that. So we had a couple of our students there, and we worked on some skills drills rather than coursework tonight. So we worked on a little bit of weave pull stuff, and a little bit of teeter stuff, and a little bit of tire stuff. They're sort of students that are fairly new, so still learning some of those things. So it was good. It was a good class, and I think both dogs did really well. And then I came home, and Leanne and I relaxed and watched a little bit of Game of Thrones and just sort of hung around a bit. And that's been about what's going on. So there are a couple things we want to talk about, and I want to invite Leanne in to join in on this. So Leanne, if you want to come on in here, and we got a few things we'd like to say.
Hello.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
So I think, one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on here for a little bit tonight is to say thank you a little bit to all the people who have reached out to support and give words of encouragement and things since we announced Leanne's recent diagnosis of lymphoma. And we're really, I think, almost overwhelmed to a degree with the diagnosis and with all the support and love that people have been sort of so many comments and nice things and things like that. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Every comment has really touched my heart and means so much to me. Don't even know how much it's really sunk in just yet. Actually kind of trying not to think about things a little too much, because I kind of tend to get a little bit crazy with looking up stuff on the internet, which is something that one of the nurses that I spoke with told me not to do. So and as I'm looking at some things, I can see why she's telling me not to do that. So yeah, I've been just pretty much trying to carry on with life as though I had not received the diagnosis, but it's still kind of always tucked at the back corner of my mind. So yeah. It just means so much to know that everyone's thinking about me. Unfortunately, in talking to other people about this, I have discovered there are so many people out there, some of you, who have either gone through this yourselves or have a very close friend or family member who is going through it. I know there's a lot of different types of lymphoma, but there's also so many different forms of cancer in general. It's scary. But I love hearing the success stories that are out there. They certainly give hope to me, and I'm sure to other people. And if everything that I'm about to go through can help to teach me something that I can help teach others and help them to cope with this and go through this as easily as possible, then I certainly want to be able to do that.
That's my wife for you. She's a great person, and she wants to take any opportunity to help people, even if it's through her own pain, by helping that way. She's a good woman. Anyways, but yeah, we really wanted to say thank you to everybody, and we appreciate, like I say, all the comments, and we are so sorry for all the other people who are going through this and have gone through this. Your friends, your family, yourselves, but we are really encouraged by all the success stories and things like that, and
And so sad for the ones that haven't turned out as well. But we certainly keep them in our thoughts and prayers, and their loved ones and so on. It's just such a terrible, terrible illness. Sorry to cut you off.
That's
I wanted to make sure that we were acknowledging
Yeah,
those
absolutely.
who didn't, who passed on as well.
The other thing that I wanted to say, and this is something that Leanne and I have talked about over the last few days, is, right now, as you may know by, from the story that I told the other day, is this diagnosis was not discovered, I guess, on purpose, I guess, shall we say. It was kind of discovered accidentally. Leanne had been into the emergency room for a different issue. She had some swelling in her feet that just seemed to be abnormal, and after calling 811 and doing a phone diagnosis or a phone assessment, they suggested that she do go to see a doctor immediately, and it happened to be on the weekend, and it was late at night, and the only option was to go to the emergency room. So that was what she did, and I ended up joining her there, and we were very thankful. I was very surprised at how seriously and how thoroughly they did, treat this. I just thought, wow, swollen feet, okay, well, I didn't think much of it, and and I guess that's the wrong attitude to have, is to not just belittle things like that, because they were looking at it, and they said they did urinalysis and blood tests and chest x-rays to check and see if there was problems with livers, kidneys, and heart, which are the things that could cause swelling of the feet, or some of the things that could cause that kind of a symptom. And everything in those tests showed up that everything was working as it should be, and that there wasn't really any concern with the swollen feet. It was probably just environmental.
I also want to say that it was sort of my first instinct to just ignore it and wait until the following Monday and just make an appointment with my family doctor. And I'm really glad that my mom had suggested that I call 811, where the nurse did the telephone assessment to tell me that I should see a doctor within 12 hours, because of course by Monday the swelling had gone down, because like you were about to say, Trevor, the doctor felt it was just an environmental reason. We were kind of going through a little bit of a heat wave at the time, so it was probably from the humidity, and I probably was on my feet more than I was used to being, because I was just kind of gradually getting back to work at that time.
Yes, and you were also going through a lot, with your mom and running back and forth and stuff into Halifax and
stuff.
and I guess she was in Truro by that point, wasn't she?
She was, yeah.
But still, you were running around a lot and doing a lot of things and just very, very busy.
Sure. But what I was going to say is, had I just waited, and that's where I kind of I do put a little bit of value in checking out a few things on the internet, because I was a little bit concerned about the swelling, as far as I was reading some things about that it could be a sign of problems with kidney, heart, or liver. And when I saw the doctor and he mentioned those three things, that confirmed what I had seen on the internet. But to make a long story short, had I just thought, I'll just put my feet up, and probably even if I waited until Monday and the swelling had gone down like it ended up doing, I probably wouldn't even have called my family doctor for an appointment about it, unless it happened again.
Yeah.
And so I would be going along as though I wouldn't even know that I had lymphoma. So
Yes.
yeah, don't ignore your body, I guess, is the big lesson.
So, anyways, what happened is, when they looked at those X-rays initially, that and the other tests, everything appeared to be fine. But when they did recheck those X-rays, like the doctor on call at or in the emergency room that night looked at them and didn't see any cause for concern as far as the swollen feet. But
Right.
then they were looked at again by the doctor in the morning, or the X-ray technician, or whoever it is that looks at them. I'm guessing probably an X-ray technician, and they noticed some things there that maybe weren't normal or didn't appear to be normal, and they had recommended that some further testing be done. So that's when they ordered a CAT scan for Leanne, and so when she had that done on Monday after we returned from Orlando, then she was called on Wednesday. So they were very quick to
2
call
days
back
later.
and to go over the results, and that's when she was told that it appeared that that was what was the case, is that the cysts that were there, so they were common
It's lymph nodes.
lymph nodes there that were
There's some between my heart and my lungs. There are some.
fibrous.
I can't remember if he said inflamed or swollen, maybe lymph nodes. It's amazing how quickly you forget what the doctor has told you, which is one of the reasons why we're going to go back
Yes.
for a follow-up appointment with Dr. Phillips.
I think it's pretty easy to forget some of those things when you've just been told that you have cancer. That's probably everything just kind of goes blank, I would guess, at that point, and you probably miss a lot of what you're being told. So we do have an appointment to go see our family doctor, Dr. Phillips, tomorrow afternoon. I'm hoping that we can just sort of go over the results of the test some more and just sort of confirm some of the things we know, and answer any questions that we have that can be answered at this time. Right now, one of the big things we're waiting for is the next appointments from oncology or the cancer people for a biopsy from Halifax, and really that's where we will get a lot more information and have a better idea of what's coming and what things to expect.
I asked if I was going to have chemotherapy, and the doctor seemed to think that I will. And then my next question for him was, will I be able to still teach? And he said that I probably won't be able to when I'm having chemotherapy, because I probably won't feel like it, and because my immune system will be so weak that it would be really dangerous for me to be exposed to a lot of children who have colds and so on. And I think that's one of the things that's most upsetting to me, after not being able to teach for over a year because of depression. I just want so much to just get back in the classroom and teach. So I guess I'm hoping for the best case scenario there, where hopefully the treatments will maybe go by very quickly and I'll recover well and be able to go back and teach. Or maybe I'll be in a situation where I can, since school's coming up fairly soon, maybe I can go and teach for a bit and then be off and have my chemotherapy, depending on.
We'll find
Anyway,
out all
we
about
don't
that.
know.
Yeah,
It's-
we'll find out all about that after
my
we have
mind
the
is-
biopsy.
Yeah, my mind is racing with all the different, well, what if this, what if that, maybe this, maybe that, and I think I need to just slow down and,
Yeah, you do.
and
I
wait.
don't want you to get all worked up about that. One of the things we talked about early on is that, right now, like I say, the cause for this diagnosis was not a feeling of sickness from the cancer. So
No
we kind of
symptoms at all, really.
yeah, we kind of suspect that we're catching this fairly early, and we're hopeful that that's the case, and that means that we will have a good prognosis and really an easy battle and recovery from this. but right now, Leanne feels as normal as she ever does.
Just a little nervous.
A little nervous, but
especially
you've been,
about the biopsy
yes.
itself. I don't know what exactly that's going to entail, but I'm a little scared about that.
I know. But where she's not feeling sick, and she's over her depression that she had last year. We're trying to keep our lives as normal as possible until we find out something differently, until we have to make a change. So
trying to be really, really positive.
Trying to be positive,
Yeah.
and just, like I say, maintain lives as normal as possible until we have to make changes
Yeah.
because of what's going on.
I've had some really, really good friends who've been in contact with me recently, and we've gone out for lunch. I'm planning to go to a movie tomorrow night with some friends, and just to kind of keep things as normal as we can.
Yeah. Now, one of the things we'll probably try to do, and it'll be mostly up to Leanne and how she's feeling and what she feels up to, but we'll try to maybe continue to do updates on this, and maybe these updates can help other people. So we'll try to share as much as we can, as long as Leanne feels good about it and is feeling up to it.
Absolutely.
We'll certainly keep doing videos about this, but we just really wanted to say thank you to everybody, and we appreciate all your support, and if you're battling cancer, or if you have friends or family battling cancer, just keep on keeping on. We're all going to get through this. We're all going to kick cancer's ass.
That's right. Thoughts and prayers to everyone who's dealing with this.
Anyways, I'm going to sort of put an end to this video, but if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you have any comments, leave them below. Leave them on the YouTube channel. I would prefer, if possible, if you could leave comments there. I know lots of people are commenting on Facebook.
Yeah.
We appreciate the comments there as well, but I would love to see them on the YouTube channel too.
Might reach a broader audience.
Yeah,
and be able to help.
Yeah, when you comment on the
people,
YouTube channel, it's visible by anybody. When you comment on Facebook, it's only really visible by us and our friends, and that group of people. So if this video becomes more popular, and is able to get out there and help more people, the comments on the YouTube channel would be a better place for that. But like I said, we appreciate them anywhere.
Absolutely.
And
thank you so much.
if you want to follow along on this journey, hit that subscribe button, and we'll try to keep you as up to date as we can. I don't know when the next video will be, because we haven't got that call yet, so we'll probably won't have any more videos dedicated to this specifically until then, but we will talk about it more as time goes on.
Plus, my mom is doing a little bit better each time I see her. I had her out so that she could get her hair done tonight, and she's really coming along quite well. I'm really happy for her.
We're thankful for that, because
Yes.
we've got our hands pretty full here as it is. We don't need anything extra, so I'm really glad to report that she is getting along better every day, and
a big shout out to all of her friends who have been so incredibly supportive of her and of us, and the visits and calls, and just everything just means so much. It really, really does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll leave it at that. So have a good night, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.